Since when does becoming a leader mean that we throw humanity all out the window? Why does it seem like we can't have leadership and humanity coexist at the same time? It's really not that difficult. This is exactly what I want to speak with you all about today. Leadership and humanity can coexist. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Community Solutions Podcast, the only podcast that's inspiring humanity and leadership within and beyond the workplace. I am your host, Kim the SME. As always, I am only speaking from my experiences. It is so good to be with you all again this week. To everyone that is new, that is tuning in, welcome, welcome. We welcome you so much. So let's get into it. Why does it seem like the people in the managerial roles and the leader roles seem to act like they cannot lead and also care? They cannot lead and also teach or be respectful. They can't lead and show empathy. They can't lead and also have a heart. Why is that? At the beginning of each episode, I always share that I am here to inspire leadership and humanity within and beyond the office walls. And then I started thinking to myself, does that even make sense? And it does. I confirmed it. So let me give you the definition of humanity. Humanity, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, defines it as compassionate, sympathetic, or generous behavior or disposition. It says the quality or state of being humane or human, the totality of human beings. So yes, it's not just being a human, it's about all that comes with it. Being compassionate, having a heart, being sympathetic, being empathetic. That wasn't in the dictionary, but I'm adding that. Being empathetic. So yes, both can coexist. I said that I was going to speak on that, and then I was scrolling on social media and I saw a news article that confirmed, yes, I definitely need to speak about this. My topic is definitely on point, and that's what I want to share with you all today. So the article that I came across is from ABC 7 News from New York, and it is titled, Cop with Kidney Failure Being Terminated, Ending Health Benefits. Why? Why? The news article that I came across today was talking about how there is a veteran police officer who is in Mount Vernon, New York. He has been serving for 19 years, right? He's been a police officer for 19 years. He's 6 months away from retirement. He has been diagnosed with kidney failure and has been required to go on dialysis. And I know someone who's been on dialysis, but this person is on dialysis 7 days a week for 9 hours a day. And because of this, his employment has been terminated because it was a non-job related injury. His doctor says that this employee, his name is Derek, that he can do light duty work. And so he has approached his job saying, hey, I can do light duty work. Please let me stay because I need my health benefits. Well, they decided still to terminate him, and his termination is effective December 31st. So as the new year comes in, he will not have health benefits. And I'm just thinking, like, isn't there paperwork to be involved? Isn't there desk duty? Are there any other options? I don't know all the details. I'm only aware of what the article read. And again, this is from ABC 7 News in New York. And I'm just thinking, like, where's all the support for the police officers? Where's all the support? Why is it that there's absolutely no way that he can do light duty work? Is it okay that he's given his 19 years and he can't seem to finish out his duty with the police department? And it saddens me because there's someone who made that decision. This is exactly why this podcast is called Kim Unity Solutions, SOUL, because there are so many challenges out here where solutions are being thrown out. You know, they're just being distributed, but they really don't have the person in mind. They don't have people in mind. And so that's why it's called Community Solutions, solutions with souls in mind. Where is the heart? Where's the compassion? Where's the empathy? Where's the concern? And from what I read in this article, it stated that he was working double shifts during the pandemic to make sure, you know, everything continued as is. He did his part. And these last 6 months, they're unable to accommodate his light duty responsibilities. What do you think about that? I know there's some of you out there that will say it's a job. It's not the manager's responsibility to care about the employees or to accommodate. This is not a on-the-job injury. No, it is not an on-the-job injury, but it is a sickness. It is. And I'm wondering, has anyone been on light duty? Like, what has happened in the past? What kind of accommodations have happened in the past? What's deemed acceptable? Maybe there's information missing from this article about behavior or write-ups, and not to say that would even justify what they're doing. But right now he is without pay because he is unable to work. What do you think about that? I really think that that is so sad. And it makes me, whenever I hear stories like that, I always wonder what is going on and that person, that decision maker in their life. What is going on? What are their circumstances? What are they going through? Why is it that they have that angle? That's their approach. Maybe there was a direction given to them to decide. Maybe the decision was already made above them. I don't know. But my question to you all is, how would you handle it? Do you think this is right? Do you think this is wrong? Do you think there is a lack of humanity in leadership? I've seen it with my own eyes. I had a coworker who had an illness and was in the hospital and was not appreciated while in the workplace, was not valued, was not taken seriously. But in his time of sickness, as he is in the hospital, I have visited him, and other employees are coming in and asking for help on how to do his job since he is out. They're coming in with notebooks and pens and papers and questions on how to complete his task while he is in the hospital. But while he was at work, they seemed to believe that what he did was easy and replicable and didn't require him at all. But it's not until someone's absence when the pain is felt. But it shouldn't come to that. That's one of the reasons why I offer the service of process documentation. Because everything can be flowing smoothly in a department, and then someone is out or someone decides to leave, and all that information is with them. And it's not that process documentation or writing standard operating procedures is to be able to take someone's job. It's so that they can go on vacation and enjoy it without having to have the computer. It's so they can go and enjoy without having their phones on them at all times and being on call and attending meetings, because people don't understand how to take on those responsibilities once that person is out of the office. It's important to have that information. But for this man, Derek, I don't know his last name, for him to have to, I'm just putting myself in his shoes. Now he has to worry about providing for his family and healing and still going and, sitting there for 9 hours every day of the week. If that was reported accurately, that's already a draining process. Now he's emotionally fatigued. I'm sure he's spiritually exhausted. That's a lot of weight to carry. And I pray that he doesn't give up. I pray that there will be some type of relief, some type of change of heart, maybe a GoFundMe that will help him with his medical expenses. But see, medical expenses, that's when you're on dialysis, that's for a long time, if not forever. And I pray that's not the case. But to have to worry about that 6 months early, health benefits ending at the end of the year, I think we all can do better. I know we can all do better with our decision making, with our solutions, understanding that that is somebody's husband, son, father on the other side of that, putting ourselves in those situations. Am I saying break company policy? Absolutely not. Am I saying, hey, is there another way to accommodate? Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it doesn't stop there. There's another article about a 22-year-old in a sales position who ended up losing both of his parents in a car accident. Okay? He's 22. He lost his parents in a car accident, both of them. He was given paid leave off bereavement for a month. But he came back after that month. In those first 2 weeks, he was terminated because his management or leadership team thought that he wouldn't be able to handle it, because I guess he came back and he was still struggling. 22 is not old. I think about my daughter around that age and having to deal with that. Just all of a sudden, everything is on you. You have to mourn, and there's just a huge, enormous, unexpected loss. They don't know how to plan that. They don't know how to navigate that. They've been in this pandemic for 3 years, 4 years. They are just now getting out in the world, trying to, get into corporate space, learning how to save money, how to invest. That is a lot. They still have so many questions. And now not to have them. And now you get fired because and it's not funny. I'm not laughing at the situation at all. It's unbelievable. On the other side of that, okay. Number one, what do you think about it? Number two, on the other side of that coin, how long do you give someone? How long do you give someone to recover? What is the alternative? What is the alternative? What would you have done? What would you have wanted to happen? What options would you have wanted to be available to you? It's unimaginable. My heart goes out to both of them. I've experienced it in the workplace. I've seen it. I've heard about it. And it doesn't have to be that way. These people in these leadership roles really need to have some leadership development classes, training, employee empowerment. Because guess what happens? It's just not those people, that police officer with dialysis and this other gentleman in the sales department who was fired. It's just not them being impacted. Imagine what their coworkers are thinking. Imagine what they're thinking and saying and thinking and not speaking about. Imagine what's going on in their minds. How many people are going to leave about that, regarding that? How many people are complaining to their families in disbelief? How many are now going to be so disengaged and untrusting of that leadership now? What can has been opened? So in both of these situations, these companies and this organization need to have employee engagement training. They need to have leadership development. They need to have some emotional and social intelligence training. It's very sad. I believe policies need to be looked at. I think grace needs to be extended. I think options should be made available, more time to think about what the alternative measures are. When you think about it, these are the same corporations and organizations that are going to turn around during the holidays and give out turkeys and adopt a family and do Christmas exchanges and talk about how they care about people in need. But they're not demonstrating it with the people they actually work with. It's one thing to say something with good intentions. It's another to do it. It's another to say it and not do it at all. Just because it goes unsaid does not mean it goes unnoticed. And I just want everyone out there to, especially in these management roles, these leadership roles, executive roles, to really understand that this does impact you. This does impact your productivity. This does impact your profitability. This does impact your peace. This does impact your people. We have to do better. And that's why I'm here. I want to be a part of that change. I want to bring these challenges to your attention. I want to hear what you have to say. What are your thoughts? How do you see these two stories? How would you have handled it differently? Leadership and humanity can coexist. Everyone can lead when things are going good, but what are you doing when it gets hard, when it gets stressful? Are you not strategic? There's no way to get together and find some kind of strategy to tackle it, to rise above it, to resolve it, to accommodate, to compromise. And for that last example that I was telling you about, the 22-year-old, they said that he was previously praised as being a bright new hire. But no, management decided that his slower performance justified termination. I am a true believer that everything works for our good. So I pray that he has a better opportunity, something that he's ready for, something that is, in divine timing and in alignment with what he is called to do, needs to do, is being prepared for. And again, I hope that police officer is able to get health insurance and have the income and not be short paid or during this time. May everyone be lifted up at this time. When I say I inspire leadership and humanity within and beyond the workplace, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Within and beyond the workplace, what do I mean by that? Because leadership doesn't stop as soon as you walk out of those office doors. If you're a parent, you're a leader. If you're in the classroom, you're a leader. If you're at work, you're a leader. If you're in your community, you're a leader. But where are you leading people? Who's following you? Where are they going? Why do they choose to follow you? Do they follow you? I'm here to inspire leadership, real leadership, and humanity within and beyond the workplace. It is so good to be with you all today. I wish I had a brighter note on today with these news articles, but that one just hit me, and then I had realized I saved the other article a few days prior. But yeah, something to think about, and also a challenge for you. How are you going to go about the rest of this year? How are you going to go into the next years, the next year? How do you want to be seen and recognized and known for? Understand that what you do to someone else is seen, it's observed, I should say. It is being observed and accounted. You can't just do one person wrong in the workplace and think that no one else feels that impact, or it's not going to make any kind of change to everyone else. There is an indirect correlation with that, because what they have now seen directly impacts how they are going to approach you, how they are going to approach situations, if they're going to recommend or refer anyone else to come work there. What does your reputation look like now? How long will the people that you have now stay? How is their productivity being impacted? Do they take you serious now? Again, we all can do better. I am your host, Kim the SME. As always, I am only speaking from my experiences. I will include the links to both articles that I found so you can read them as well. I hope I have said something to make you think about it, and I would love it if you would comment and share how you would handle those situations, whether you were the person being let go or the one who is the decision maker in terminating their employment. Until next time, you all be blessed. Bye-bye.